Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of our new series on human psychology. Whether you're curious about what makes people tick or want to better understand yourself, you've come to the right place. In this series, we're going to explore the fascinating world of the human mind, why we think, feel, and behave the way we do. So buckle up and get ready for a journey into the depths of human psychology. Segment 1, what is human psychology? Let's start with the basics. What exactly is human psychology? At its core, psychology is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. It seeks to understand how we perceive the world, how we learn and remember, how emotions guide our actions, and how our personalities are shaped. But it's not just about what happens in our heads. Psychology also looks at how we interact with others and how our environment influences us. For instance, imagine you're at a party. You're surrounded by people, music is playing, and someone comes up to you and starts a conversation. How do you decide what to say? Why do you feel comfortable talking to some people and not others? Human psychology helps us answer these questions by examining the underlying processes that guide our social interactions. Segment 2, why understanding psychology matters. So why should we care about understanding psychology? Well, psychology isn't just for therapists or researchers. It's something that impacts all of us every day. Understanding psychology can improve our lives in so many ways. Let me give you a few examples. First, psychology can help us improve our relationships, whether it's with friends, family, or coworkers. Understanding how people think and feel allows us to communicate better and resolve conflicts more effectively. For example, by understanding the concept of empathy, we can put ourselves in others' shoes, making it easier to connect and strengthen our relationships. Second, psychology is crucial for making better decisions. We often think we're making rational choices, but the truth is, our decisions are heavily influenced by biases and emotions. Take confirmation bias, for example. This is the tendency to seek out information that supports our existing beliefs, while ignoring evidence to the contrary. By being aware of these biases, we can make more informed and balanced decisions. Lastly, psychology promotes personal growth. By learning about our own thought patterns, emotions, and behaviors, we can identify areas for improvement. For instance, understanding cognitive distortions, which are irrational ways of thinking, can help us challenge negative thoughts and develop a more positive mindset. Segment 3, a deeper dive into some. Now let's dive a little deeper into some key psychological concepts that are essential for understanding human behavior. We'll explore a few examples to make these ideas more relatable. Classical conditioning. Ever wondered why a particular song can bring back a flood of memories? That's an example of classical conditioning, a learning process that occurs when two stimuli are repeatedly paired. Pavlov's famous experiment with dogs is a classic example. He rang a bell every time he fed the dogs. Eventually, the dogs started to salivate just at the sound of the bell, even when no food was present. This concept helps us understand how certain triggers can evoke automatic responses in us, like feeling anxious when we hear a loud noise. The bystander effect. Imagine you're walking down a busy street and see someone who seems to be in trouble. But because there are so many people around, you assume someone else will step in to help. This phenomenon is known as the bystander effect, where the presence of others reduces the likelihood of any one person stepping in to help. Understanding this can make us more aware of our own responsibility to act, even in a crowd. Cognitive dissonance. Have you ever done something that goes against your beliefs and felt uncomfortable about it? That discomfort is cognitive dissonance, a psychological tension that arises when our actions and beliefs don't align. For example, if you consider yourself an environmentally conscious person, but find yourself driving a gas-guzzling car, you might feel a sense of unease. Understanding cognitive dissonance can help us recognize when we're rationalizing behavior that doesn't match our values and encourage us to make changes. Segment 4, how psychology impacts daily life. Psychology isn't just about theories, it's something we can apply in our daily lives. Let's take a look at how. Consider social psychology, the study of how we influence influenced by others. One key concept here is social proof. This is the idea that people tend to follow the actions of others, especially in uncertain situations. For example, if you see a long line outside a restaurant, you might assume the food is great, even if you've never heard of the place before. Marketers often use social proof to influence our buying decisions, like showcasing customer reviews or highlighting how many people have bought a product. Another example is behavioral psychology, which looks at how we form habits. Have you ever wondered why it's so hard to break a bad habit or start a new one? Behavioral psychology explains this through the concept of reinforcement. For instance, if you receive a reward every time you do something, you're more likely to keep doing it. Understanding this can help us build positive habits and break negative ones by focusing on consistent, small rewards. So as you can see, understanding human psychology is incredibly valuable. It helps us navigate our relationships, make better decisions, and grow as individuals. Over the course of this series, we'll be exploring these concepts in even more detail, with real-life examples and practical tips that you can apply to your own life. If you're excited about diving deeper into the human mind, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future episodes. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might be interested in understanding the complexities of human behavior. Let's embark on this journey together and unlock the mysteries of the human mind. Thanks for joining me today, and remember, every day is a new opportunity to understand yourself and others a little bit better. See you in the next episode.